Glory to God. Welcome to Christian Crossfire. I am your host, the Red Rooster, sipping on a little Dunkin' Donut cold coffee. We got Brother Frank Wiley with us tonight.
Good
Mm,
evening.
good evening, brother. I apologize to everybody about being extremely super late. That's my fault, not Brother Frank's fault. That's my fault. Had some technical difficulties. I'm actually feeling a little rough tonight. Had a long garage sale weekend. uh, 12 hours of constant just tear or set up, selling all day, tear down. I think I died once. My spirit kept me going, and and I'm here. So anyway, tired, wore out. Brother Frank said the fight's tonight, right, Frank?
Yep, UFC on the south lawn of the White House.
Yeah, that's happened. So our audience is probably gone. That's okay. We didn't have a big enough panel tonight. We want at least a four-man panel to go live, have Bible study. We didn't have it, but me and Brother Frank wanted to come on to everybody. We love him, and we're looking for guests. We're looking for people. Um, Brother David Snell, Brother Doc Truman, Brother Billy Dill, Brother Jim Scott, Brother James Adams. They're all bound for purgatory tonight. They didn't make it, so I don't know if they're watching the fight. Oh, also Brother Kylan Alrickson, he's also headed for purgatory. Our buddy Emery, that was our cat, was that his name?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, Brother Frank was looking forward to a little Emery action tonight with the Calvinist doctrine. So Emery, if you're watching, I think Frank said that we didn't get any response from you. Is that what you said earlier?
I didn't see it online. I know you mentioned he was going to try to go back on and watch the rest of it and toss a few
Yeah,
more ideas or comments out. I didn't see him if they popped up, so if they did, they got hidden around somewhere. But I do remember him talking about Galatians 5 before he had to go put his kid to bed. So I was
yeah,
uh, I was kind of thinking he'd come on and explain a little more about
yeah.
how the fifth chapter of Galatians kind of firmed up, in a nutshell, what he was trying to get us to see from the Calvinist-ish, anyway, if it's not full Calvinist, kind of a viewpoint on doctrine and scripture.
Yeah, I don't even know if he was full Calvinist or not, but I know he all 5 points. And do you know any points he was shooting at in Galatians 5? I mean, I know we're not going to do a study tonight, but do you know what he
Uh,
was
he
shooting at?
mentioned that, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he said that the basis of the belief came from Galatians 5. So looking at that, it talks about the works of the flesh, the fruit of the spirit, the law being fulfilled in Jesus and not being bound by the law, because that puts us back under the yoke of sin, basically, because the law
Yeah.
was designed because we didn't have, we weren't able to fulfill the law. That's why we needed a savior to begin with. So um,
So, so so that
it's a
16th
it's a short
verse,
chapter. Yeah.
yeah, 16th verse, he says, "This I say then, walk in the Spirit, you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh." I wonder if Calvinists think that's a choice. You know what I mean?
It's possible, but if you look at verse 19 down through 22, right before you get to the fruits of the spirit, that is the world right now. And
Oh,
there are
yeah,
churches, and there are some churches out there right now that are actually validating, supporting, and trying to create church doctrine around the idea that some of those works of the flesh are okay. You're
yes,
talking, the uncleanness, the lasciviousness, fornication of all kinds. It's just,
yeah,
the revelings and the heresies coming out is just, it's wild. And you've got pastors actually standing in front of their churches saying, it's okay. We affirm whatever you want to be doing.
yeah,
You're covered by grace. It's good enough. And that goes right against the fruits of the spirit that Jesus is telling us
yes.
God is looking for. So, other than the long suffering part of it, I don't exactly know how they try to
No.
make that point.
Well, they'll run to Romans 6 where it says, "Where sin abounded, grace did much more abound," and they try to make it
Hmm.
like grace just covers it all. And Brother Jim
And it
Scott, I know
does.
he's, what's that?
I said, and it does. That's why he died for us. But he also says,
Sure.
don't continue sinning. Don't
Yes.
keep doing the lifestyle. So,
Yeah. Because you can't
Anybody,
walk in both spirits at the same time.
no,
It's
that's
impossible.
that, what they call it, the double-minded, or
Yeah,
there was another word the
double-minded
Bible used
man's.
for that, and something
Yeah,
about there's
James, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
yeah,
Absolutely. Because you can't walk in the spirit and walk in the flesh at the same time continuously. I
no,
mean, I know you battle it, but that's yeah. Uh-oh. We almost got a full panel. We got the
Yeah.
amazing James Adams just came out of purgatory.
Hey,
There he
Lord,
is.
before we go, sit down at Pope. I didn't know who the pastor
And
he's a
then,
little
well,
distractible.
was. Those churches.
there he
Yeah.
is.
But the difference
I don't think
is
he
we're
knows his
going
mic's
from this
still on, but
building to this building to one building.
Yeah.
he's
That ain't what we're doing.
we're kind of
No.
listening in on his conversation
And
now.
for anything up there to change,
Seems a little odd, but yeah.
just integrating, I think would be
Yeah, he has no
Yeah.
idea that we're listening in on his conversation, does he?
Hey,
Oh,
Jamie.
what do we?
And the only reason I feel like that
Yeah.
probably needed
So going
here.
back to what we were talking about
Wow.
with
Yeah,
Galatians,
yeah.
Verse 25 says, if we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. And then going on, let us not be desirous of vainglory, provoking one another or envying one another. We have that in the churches as well. We have whole people standing in the pulpit talking bad about the churches. We got the splits that I know Jamie's even talked about, all the divisions between even in the Baptist church, let alone other ones, over
Yeah.
doctrine and over disagreements. And somebody gets church hurt, so they go out and they open their own. And now you got 50 million different ideologies. We're all
Yeah.
the church of God. We're supposed to be under the same covenant. How in the world can we be so divided other than not following what we're told to do?
Exactly. Exactly. And that's what and there's so many of them. I just
Oh, there
wonder.
he went.
Oh, he's gone. There he is. Well, he's back in purgatory. He tried.
He did.
Yeah, he was in a deep conversation with somebody. I don't know what was going on, but he was.
Something about a building.
Yeah, we were trying to listen in and eavesdrop. It didn't work. Now, but there's churches. Matter of fact, even close by, you can throw a rock to the other church, and they're both Baptist half the time. You know what I mean? Different
Mhm.
denominations or different sects
Right.
of Baptists. So I don't know. There was one thing. Let me hit these real quick. Sister Missy just put her hand on her head. I'm not sure exactly if
Uh,
that's because maybe Jamie came on board. I'm not sure.
or something I
Uh,
said. I don't know, maybe.
yeah. There's Sister Sherry Cantrell. Thanks for watching tonight. And again, we didn't have a subject and a full panel, so we apologize. But we are looking for new blood. We're going to get David, Doc, Billy, Jim, James Adams, and Brother Kylan. They'll be back on, but we need more people. We can have up to I think it's 8 or 10 people at a time on here. So
Yeah, I think it's 8 or 9. Yeah.
yeah, and so we need subject matter. So Sister Missy, Sister Sherry, the brothers watching. There's other people on here watching right now that haven't commented. We want some subject matter that you'd like us to talk about, and then we'll vote on it. We'll do a poll on the group. If you haven't joined the group, go join the group, Christian Crossfire group, and we'll get the subject matter and study it out and get ready. This Thursday night, it's not 7 o'clock, 9 o'clock. If everything goes as planned, Brother Aaron Bailey, you can look him up on Facebook, Aaron Bailey, Bailey. We're going to be doing a live Thursday night at 9 p.m. We don't know what we're going to be talking about, but we don't agree on a lot, so there'll be plenty plenty of subject matter to have a discourse on. We just don't know which way it's going to go. So remember that. Brother Will Cox is here with us tonight.
There we go.
There he is. He's been fighting squirrels, believe it or not. I don't know. I can't make any sense of it, but he has been fighting squirrels. Heather Johnson's on here. Already talked about grace, hyper focus on it from groups, like a focus from other camps.
That's
hyper.
Oh, that was a question. Have you talked about it? Okay.
Oh, my bad.
I thought we did, but it was a couple years ago. I think we talked about grace but we can always go back and go over that again.
So
But what specifically about it?
Yeah, are you talking about like hyper grace, or are you talking about I wonder
or
if
the
she's still on
idea
there.
of
Yeah.
grace
Already
versus.
talked about grace, hyper focus on it from some groups. Yeah. Yeah, let us know what if there's a certain area of grace you're wanting us to talk about, like if it's the hyper grace or the kind. There's a teaching out right now that's all over on the reels, and what they say is you can sin every day, all day, and you're still a Christian and you're covered by the blood. It's sick. It's horrible, but it's yeah.
But it makes people happy to think that
It does.
that
It
that's
feels good.
okay. And that's what somewhere in Second Timothy talks about that there's going to come a time where they're not going to want to hear the actual teaching. They're going to want to hear things that tickle the ear or,
Yes, I know.
you know, oh,
I
there it
see
is.
your
There's your
reply.
answer. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
Just do what you
talking
want.
about
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate it.
Um,
I hate it. And honestly, Heather, that doctrine is the same spirit. And I know I'm not sure how Aaron's gonna see this on Thursday night, but I believe that the doctrine of the hyper grace, you're already forgiven, nothing's, you can't be lost. God loves you no matter what, as far as salvation. That doctrine, that same spirit came from the serpent in the garden, and I detest it. I believe it's a hellish doctrine, and the world eats it up. So oh
yeah.
no, oh Frank,
There he is.
there he is.
Now
That's
he's
a
actually agreeing with us on that one. I, there are
that's
no
a big
rules.
word. What is that word?
Oh, I believe it. Emery, correct
Emery,
me if I'm wrong.
dumb that down for me. And Frank's gonna look it up. Look it up.
I
Dumb that down for me, Emery.
Yeah, that's a new one for me.
Yeah, I'm not well learned like that. I agree with. Yeah, absolutely.
Uh,
Absolutely.
Theological doctrine that Christians are freed by divine grace from the obligation to observe any moral, religious, or social laws. Yeah, if Satan was a preacher, that kind of, yeah, there you go. Will Cox posted something about that. I remember that. If Satan was a preacher, that kind of falls into sin all day thing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And absolutely, that's the biggest goal the devil has. Number one,
Well,
convince us he's not real, and two, that we can do whatever we want.
yeah, absolutely. So Emery's not he's not Calvinist. We come to that conclusion, brother Emery. You need to come on the broadcast. You're no longer Calvinist. We agree on some things. Just come be with us.
Well, and that goes back to my point. I mean, we're all supposed to be the church of God here on earth, not the church of
Exactly.
Frank, not the church of, Catholic,
I
Methodist,
know.
Mormon, whatever. It's the same book, it's the same words. They've been here for thousands of years written down. Why are we
Yeah.
sitting, why would we sit there and divide the church so we can't focus on what matters?
If the church could agree on like 5 to 10 basic fundamental things, bearing your cross, living right, just you know what I mean, submission, just basics, and then let the ministers have in that same congregation have their own private Bible studies. You don't have to do everything in front of the sheep. You know what I mean? In front of the lay members. Agree on the basics, come together in Bible studies and do it privately. You don't, like you said, you don't have to start a church every time you disagree on something. Uh-oh, what do you say? You guys just don't know what we believe. I don't like Calvinist. He doesn't like the title Calvinist? What is
Sounds
that?
like
Is
it,
that what
yeah.
he's saying? You guys just don't know what we believe. Well, tell us what you believe. You're either Calvinist or you're not. Are you 3-point Calvinist? Are you 5-point Calvinist? Are you 1-point? I mean, what are you? I don't I
Not the
don't
Holy
know.
Bible Church of God.
Sister Messy's making fun of
That
my
was yours.
my ad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I wish I could play it real quick, but my computer's too slow. It would just drag. Yeah, Emery, if you're still on there, tell us how many points Calvinists you are. What are you? I need to know. Out of the tulip, are you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? What point are you? I don't know. Um, I've got and there's another guy, and he won't come on yet. Brother Ian. from work. He's also Calvinist, and I forgot what point, but we agree on a lot until it gets to free will and the choice to be a Christian, to to approach God, to you know to ask Him in. He doesn't believe that's free will, but
Mm.
yeah, he believed that was preordained, and it was God is causing it to happen without
But
any of our.
if that was the case, why would we have needed a sacrifice?
Well, that's true. Oh, here he is. Let's see what he
Oh,
says
yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
5. Sorry, guys. You get on here when I'm getting. Kids, I just think your understanding is skewed a bit, but it's all good. So he's not calling us crazy or just completely dumb. He's saying that we're just skewed a bit. I can accept that. I'm a little skewed, I guess, Frank,
Yeah,
and you are too tonight. That's
yeah. Ask
he's
my wife; she'll say I'm a little more than a little skewed, probably.
he said it's all good though. So yeah, so
Yeah.
everybody knows for the record, Brother Emery Paul is wrong. Brother David Snell, hey, you are also bound for purgatory tonight for not being on, but we'll forgive you,
It's all right.
I guess.
I was an
Frank,
Armenian once, but my eyes opened. Oh,
what is he? What did he say?
Armenian, and we're not crazy. I love that. We're trying not to be crazy. We're just trying to get it right, and hopefully, at the end of the day, we all get to hear,
Yeah.
"Well done."
Yeah, I'm definitely more Arminian than I am Calvinist. That was they were very close to the same time frame. Arminian was just a little after, and he was combating Calvinistic doctrine. Which, yeah, you have to come on one of these days, Emery, seriously. And then he said we're not
Yeah.
crazy, or no, yeah, he said we're
He
not
said
crazy.
we
So
get
that's
on when
good.
he's putting his kids to bed. Is there a better time, maybe, to get more people on the panel?
Yeah,
I
that's
know
good.
we picked like 9 o'clock, but do we need to go on at like 8 o'clock?
You know what we'll do, Frank? If we can get Emery to commit, I will. I told you so. You guys in heaven. What? I will. I told you. Is he saying we're going to heaven? I don't know. What does
I
that
don't
mean?
know. It's either
I don't know what the.
we're either going to be in the warm season or we're going to be in the paradise
Huh.
season.
Well,
Just need to plan ahead. Okay, gotcha.
all right. I'm trying to put them all on there. Just so I tell you what we'll do right now, since Emery's on, and we know he's on right now, still with us. Emery, tell us what time on a Sunday. Anytime after 5ish. Uh, or no, you know what? We could even make a midweek deal. You just tell us what day of the week you need after
All right.
7 o'clock. Can we do that? Are you available, Frank? After
It depends
7?
on the day. Yeah, after 7, most days except Tuesdays.
Okay. Brother Emery,
Um,
you just tell us when you can come on during the week after 7-ish, somewhere in there, where you know the kids will be in bed. The wife's already fed you a nice big fat meal and with a 3-course meal, maybe 4-course meal. You got a full belly. You sit back in front of the computer and you're sitting back ready for Bible study. You tell us when and we'll make it happen. So let us know.
this is
Are you
tomorrow
up for
morning.
it, Frank?
I'm up for whatever works because I think we could have a really interesting discussion. And rather than trying to go through the chat to try to have it, I think it'd be a good discussion just having them there.
The
There we
time
go.
works. Depends on my wife's schedule. I will hit you up after. Yeah, yeah. Tell your wife you got a men's Bible study. This is big deal stuff. This is soul salvation, serious stuff, and you need to come talk about it with us. Oh wow, look what we got, Brother Frank. This turned into a
Almost a
full,
panel.
almost a panel. David Snell is with us this evening. He just came out of purgatory. Glory to
I wasn't
God.
sure if you was gonna make it because it's been storming all over Ohio.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we've.
Water spouts all over Lake Erie tonight too.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
been getting a lot of reports. I thought I saw a real bad accident not too far from my house. Trees is going down left and right. I thought maybe I had to use my emergency response team training. Yeah.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you go.
it got pretty nasty earlier.
Yeah.
We tried to go to Costco and they were shut down. They lost all power. He says when
Okay.
y'all get to heaven, he's gonna say, "I told you so." Oh, that's what he was saying. Well, once again, Sister Missy, Brother Emery Paul Phipps Jr. is incorrect.
Yeah.
All right. Was that okay? Brother David Snell, we appreciate you being. And again, I apologize. It was my fault
Yeah.
for being late. So yeah,
Because I know earlier today I had some bad connection. It wasn't very long, thank God. You know,
yeah.
but it was really bad. I thought I was going to have to get out the car and see if somebody needed help out there.
Mm.
It
Yeah.
can happen quick, can it? And for all those watching, and I know David, we're actually almost coming to an end. We were just coming on telling everybody we weren't going to make it. We didn't have a panel, but if you know anybody that wants to come on for live Bible study, like Brother Emery, we just got a guy. We don't know him that well. I think Doc knows him. He's ready to come on the broadcast. We want other people to come on the broadcast, have a good time. I know religion and politics can get nasty, it can get ugly. Faces can turn red, fingers can start pointing, laptops can start flying, but it's okay. We'll be all right.
You
We
know what? It's one of those things where I was just thinking about this last week. You know, we can agree to disagree. And I was talking to my pastor. You know what saddens me? I feel like there's so much division today. People
Yeah,
are so on edge. People are so angry. People are so
yep,
hatred now.
they are.
And that's what saddens my heart.
Yep.
And I made a
Yeah.
video about that too just a couple days ago. Just
Mhm.
just remind people, just be more loving and understanding. Godly.
Yeah. It is. It's rough. You can feel it out there when you're out in the public, out in the stores. You can tell everybody's struggling. There's a lot of people kind of downcast, just out of it. We went to the store today. I went with mom to the store, and we got like 3 or 4 bags of groceries ish. It was $100 for little plastic baggies of groceries. I mean, just a few bags, basically. It was. I
Yeah.
mean, people are they're broke. They're talking about cutting us even more with Social Security. I think we was talking about earlier. Everywhere you look, it's just there's something going on, and we got to keep God first. And like Brother David said, just love each other the best we can because people are on edge. They're
This
ready to lose it.
one reason I'm involved with this mental health ministry, you know, now to be an advocate for
Mhm.
people that maybe in distress, you know,
Yeah.
need a guide. You know, I'm licensed by the state of Ohio, so
Are you?
yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you and Frank both, I guess, or yeah,
And
absolutely.
we're a mandated reporter. We are mandated.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's a good thing. So, Frank, what's your contact again
My contact for what?
for what you do as far as you do the
Uh,
counseling?
Oh, yeah. I do substance abuse work. I've been doing that for a long time.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Um, so I do it. I'm a supervisor level now, so I'm trying to get the next generation so I can retire at some point.
Okay.
And I got
It,
my ODOT certification now too. So I'm working with anybody with CDLs and pilots and
Mhm.
train engineers, boat captains, you name it.
if
Anybody's got a
anybody
problem.
needed help with that on the counseling part, how would
Hmm.
they? Is it local or is it? How do
It's got to
people
be in
find you?
Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah, they could, and even off this page, if they click on anything I posted, they can message me. And if there's anything I can help with, I will. I don't have, our business is shut down now, the one that we had just opened. So I don't have a private
Okay.
office. So I'm
Gotcha.
working for another company, but I'm not allowed to advertise for them. They have their own people. But
Oh, I got
if
you.
it's
Okay.
if there's something I can help with, I'll point somebody in the right direction all day long.
Exactly. Yeah, you can reach out to Frank, reach out to David. Absolutely.
Yeah, we don't want anybody
Absolutely.
suffering in silence for no reason.
No, Well, yeah, let us know. And matter of fact, I'm going to do, I guess we'll just do a quick final thought on the program, guest, anything you guys want to say, inviting people, subject matter, anything. It don't matter. But I want to say something real quick, and I'm not, and I'll be done. I don't know if anybody else feels it or if it's just me, but I do feel that from what David said earlier, people are on edge. There's so much going on, chaos, uncertainty, the workforce, AI threats, people looking for aliens. I mean, the whole world is just spinning like, they don't know what to believe.
Yeah.
Half the stuff you see on the news, you flip over another station, you hear something different. You don't know, you can't find truth anywhere. And times are getting tough. I've been going to the Goodwills because I'm a thrift store junkie, right? I should probably see Frank because I have an addiction to thrift stores. But I love them. I've been going there since I was a kid in a buggy, hiding behind clothes, right? But I've seen in the past 5 to 7 years more and more people going to the thrift stores. I've been seeing even the illegals that have been here, which I'm not going to get into the political thing,
Right.
but I've been watching people come in that you can't even communicate with, piling up their buggies full of stuff. I'm talking about coming in by the loads, walking out with buggies full, and you're sitting there looking around like I can't even find a pair of pants or a pair of shoes my size hardly. After all these years of being at thrift stores, it's all gone. And then on top of that, there's a place off Woodman called the Bins where the Goodwill takes all their stuff that didn't sell or donations that didn't make it to the store and they dump it in these big blue bins. I love it. It's one step up above dumpster diving. I love it.
I hear
Because yeah, everything in there that does not sell or nobody grabs goes to the trash can. Literally goes to the trash. And I'm watching. I took some pictures today, which are not supposed to, but I did anyway. They were in there. I'm talking about so crowded, shoulder to shoulder, people waiting to grab what they can out of the bins to try to make $1 just to survive. It used to be a hobby. I'm watching this country get in bad shape when the bins are shoulder to shoulder and people are
Hmm.
trying to make $1 just to survive in our own local areas.
Oh
We're
yeah.
in bad shape. We're in real bad shape. And just all I can tell you is keep God first and just let it go how it's going. We can't stop it. You know what I mean? All you can do is pray and be ready for whatever happens. So love you guys. I'm gonna give Sister Brother Emery, Sister Teresa, Sister Sherry, Brother Will,
Yeah.
and Brother David Snell was commenting, but he's on the broadcast now. Sister Heather, Sister Missy. I hope I didn't forget anybody. I was scrolling back through. Love you guys. We're going to do quick final thoughts with first, we're going to go to the amazing David Snell, also known as Dancing Dave.
I know I came in late, but I wasn't sure what was going to go on. I'm just so happy that I'm still involved. I haven't been kicked out yet, but I encourage, I encourage anyone. This is my final thought tonight. If you feel like that, if you need to talk to somebody, don't even feel ashamed. We all
Right.
have those moments where, you know what, maybe I need to speak with maybe a Christian counselor or somebody that you think you can depend on to discuss things, right? And so I feel that in my spirit. I need to say that tonight. There's no shame in that.
No,
Even Double D needs somebody to talk to.
that's right.
Uh, so I listen. You'd be surprised if you ask a police officer today how much smarter they're busy. I bet you over 100% today.
Yeah.
with mental health cases now. So,
Mhm.
so that's my message for this evening. I really
Absolutely.
need to do it. Then hear something on the news, you'll be picked up in a coroner's wagon. All right.
Yeah.
God bless y'all. Peace.
All right. Love you, brother. Brother Frank Wiley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know we didn't have a topic tonight. We're kind of winging it, but yeah, the world right now is crazy. It's drifting farther away from the truth. And like Waylon said, you can't find the truth in the media or from anywhere else. You're going to find it in here. So, pick it up, read it, start asking questions, get together, get into a church, make sure it's biblically sound,
Yep.
but challenge things that don't seem right. We're gonna wrestle with principalities. We're gonna wrestle between the flesh and the spirit. We're gonna try to figure out how to do this walk here when everything in the world is saying do it whatever way you want. And maybe next week we'll talk about the idea of grace being the covering for things that we've done, or grace is permission to keep doing whatever I want. And because that's what the world wants everyone to believe. And maybe we can break that down and battle it out. We need people to come on. We need, we like a nice, broad range of opinions. So if you got a thought, you got a topic, put it in the group, join the group, come on the broadcast. Let's have a discussion. Let's learn together and walk together so we can all get to the end of the finish line and run our race as well as we possibly can. That's all I got
Amen.
tonight.
That's good. And I second what Brother Frank said. Let us know on subjects. Talk about it. We got to talk about it, get through it. Sister Heather, I believe it was, mentioned about the grace, the hyper grace. Can you still have grace and do what you want? I just got one verse, Galatians 6, 1 and 2. 1 through 3. Brethren, if any man be overtaken in a fault, you which are spiritual, restore such a one in the spirit of meekness. So if somebody can be overtaken and that person's overtaken in a fault, they can be restored. My question is to a lot of people, what does that even mean to be restored? And then, of course, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted, bear you one another's burdens, and so fulfill the law of Christ. I want a lot of these people that claim grace no matter what. I would like to know what the law of Christ is. There was a law of Moses, which had requirements. Does the law of Christ all of a sudden have no requirements? What does that even mean? The law of Christ. And in the third verse, if any man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. So how would you deceive yourself into thinking that you're something? I believe that deceiving yourself is what causes us to be lost in the first place. So if you can deceive yourself after you've been born again, after you've been considered a child of God, how far does that deceiving take you? Can you deceive yourself and not be lost? There's a lot of questions, and it all falls under the question of grace that Heather talked about earlier. So we'll see what happens. Love you guys. We'll be waiting for Brother Emery to give us a day and a time. Brother Frank said he was up for it. Brother David came in after that, but I'm sure if we can figure out a time and a day for everybody, everybody will try to join in if they can. So anybody got anything else?
Hey, there's one more thing.
Yeah.
And then we'll go. I think that's one of the biggest challenges as Christian people. And I noticed for myself, I had to show more grace to people. It's easy to get upset. It's easy to do certain things, but I think we just have to learn how to show more patience and understanding and grace. That's one of the things I had to learn growing up. So I leave you with that thought. Uh-oh.
Did we lose him?
Oh, there he is.
No,
Unmute.
there's no audio. You're
Unmute.
on mute on that one.
Unmute. 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 I'm you. I'm you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes, like the Verizon ad. We can hear
Wow,
you.
everything just crumbled. Yeah, the phone died. I was muted. Brother David was trying to tell me to get it off mute. Anyway, love you guys. Until next time, you've been watching Christian Crossfire, and I'll charge the phone next time. We love you, and we'll see you, Lord will, on Thursday night and then next Sunday at 9 p.m. ish.
Yeah.
Peace.